goes to show that if you really slow down and put everything together the way that it started, it'll all end up working out at the end. So I'm thankful for everything that I went through up until this point, but I am sure glad that I finally filled a tag and put it on a big mature buck.
The history with this farm, if you will, truly begins about 5 years ago, when I began road scouting, getting permission, the works, the stand that Quinn and I are hunting underneath. I killed a pretty good buck out of a couple years back in early October, just like this. And then last year across the road in late December, where they like to winterize, I killed a different buck. So it's kind of constantly learning, which is amazing, but it also shows that this farm has the genetics and the numbers, obviously, to produce decent bucks year after year.
I have a new job, so the fall's a little more open when we're not in combines harvesting. But then I take a new job as a wrestling coach, so I only really had the month of October, and it was hot. It was hot the whole first 2 weeks of October, so I didn't really spend a lot of time out in the woods.
Beginning of October, he started daylighting a little more, and then basically this last week he was daylight at night, so he's always there at daylight in a random night shot, but that means he's very localized right there. He's there. So when I got him on camera the evening before at 6:45, I text Quinn. I pretty much altered our plans.
And then one day, Colin decided, let's go back to our roots where we get together, we map out a plan, and let's just go sit on the ground and just feel some things out. So he kind of showed me a couple of pictures and videos of a target buck we were after, and we decided, screw it, cold front coming in late tonight, let's just go out and see if we can make something happen. And that's what we did. I took my pickup, drove to his place. We got dressed, we sprayed down. We walked from his house right through his yard into a trail and went down below his house.
And we went in there, and obviously things had to align, and they aligned. We hid in a pine tree. We didn't really hide too well. It all kind of happens where when you're with me, there's some sort of bad luck involved. That's just the ongoing joke that we have. And we have a buck or a doe, I can't remember which one, come out feeding within 10 yards from us and wind us and bust us and blow and run up into the timber. We watch them come back 200 yards away, feeding. Lo and behold, out comes this young, potentially shooter buck of a 10-point, and he comes right out from the right side of me with my crossbow, which is it's an impossible shot. So we watch this deer
And I start having flashbacks of all the bad luck that I've had, all the times I've came close, all the times that I felt like it was going to be the time and it never did. Thinking back to all the people that have shot big deer around me, and yet I'm constantly eating tag soup year after year, and all those things started playing in. So of course I'm shaking even more now, and this deer does what we never thought it was going to do, and that's stop at 35 yards perfectly broadside. And then you hear this deer crash, or so we thought at the time, making the phone call, first phone call to mom, then to dad, how excited you are, like, hey, I finally did it. I finally got this monkey off my back. And then you review the footage and find out that the shot isn't where you thought it was.
Mom, I just killed a freaking monster. Can you believe this will happen? Dude, are you kidding me? Not only did he come out, but he came out and came perfectly broadside.
And it's the buck, not just a big buck.
The buck.
That was the buck we were after.
Oh my, he's down.
I think he's down right there.
He's down right there. Oh, you smoked him. I smoked him. Did you hear that pop?
You hit solid.
It was pop.
Give me a second. Dude, congratulations.
And then we watched the footage back, and it's not a great shot. Far back, a little high, and just that feeling of, oh no, you know, I wait this long to shoot a big deer and then just slip away because of a mistake that you make yourself on a bad shot. But I go retrieve the arrow after about 45 minutes, and there's blood all over. The arrow's covered in blood, but it doesn't smell bad. So we waited a couple hours. We're gonna go back to see how first blood looks. This light's driving me crazy, so I'm gonna end it here. But we'll be right back and to see what we got.
How far do you go?
Not
60 yards?
at most. I just paid money on equipment.
Called mom and dad, had all four of us go out, started tracking blood through some real thick, nasty stuff, and I'm leading the way because I can't take it anymore. I got to get through there. I'm fullback diving through this brush and all these stick tights, and we end up finding this deer right where we thought we heard him go down. And having mom and dad and Colin all there with me just took all that pressure that I had and all of those overwhelming feelings that I had from shooting this buck, and it all kind of came full circle. I started hunting with these guys. I started hunting with my brothers. I started learning from them, went off on my own, used what they taught me, and it just never really clicked. And it really goes to show that if you really slow down and put everything together the way that it started, it'll all end up working out at the end. So I'm thankful for everything that I went through up until this point, but I am sure glad that I finally filled a tag and put it on a big mature buck.